Welcome, everybody. Today we are talking about what is worse than death. I know that's a super happy topic, man. It makes you just want to start smiling and getting all cheerful. But it's something we need to ask ourselves, right? You know, is it to not living? You know what I mean? Like you have to forcefully live deliberately. Just like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, I'm going to the woods to live deliberately, to suck the marrow out of life, to live, to be self-aware. And if we are not living, then we are walking zombies, and that's a horrible thing. So this is what we're going to be touching on today. We're going to be we're going to touch on some of these things that I believe can be worse than death. And that's the feeling of being alone. You know, how many of us just start feeling like, you know, empty, like we don't have any friends, even though people are around us. It's a perception that we're alone, a lack of spiritual connection to Mother Earth, other people, the infinite, God. You know, a lot of people coast through this life in a series of pain, fear. They're fearful of doing things. They're fearful of reaching out past themselves. It prevents a true enjoyment of life. And a lot of times we see it everywhere. People remain in these lower potentials, you know, like lower vibrations. Everything vibrates. The chairs you're sitting in vibrate. If y'all don't think y'all's chairs vibrate, all you need is a microscope. Everything is moving, everything is shaking, everything puts off its own frequency. Everything in your body is moving and shaking. You're not even thinking anything about it. It's just happening. And it's happening without your awareness. So we create these depressions, we create these negative fields, and we create these positive fields, these wonderful, energetic moods. You know, like when I see Andrew, when I see Ricky, when we're happy. When I see Aaron just walked up to me and gave me a big hug. Like that's a positive energy that's transferred between us on purpose. Some people are not able to do that. They stay low. But we can be the masters of ourselves. We can be the guru. We can be our own spiritual guide. And we're going to talk about a lot of these things, and we project our thoughts and emotions onto others, believing that is what the other person feels. We're going to talk about boundaries, and we're going to talk about not embracing every aspect of our life. But we are going to exclude a couple of things. We're not going to talk about war. We're not going to talk about starvation. We're not going to talk about a lot of abuse. Because if we focus on these other things that I believe are worse than death, then we eliminate the gulag. We eliminate starving kids. We eliminate war. And we do it just one person at a time. How many people have y'all seen walking down the street that look like the guy on the right? Just blank stares, you know, I don't have nothing. I'm just empty. I mean, you see it all the time. Just nothing. They just look numb. We go through life as though we're already dead. You know, I mean, do you want to live that way, or do you want to be the guy on the left? You just want to find happiness and joy in the smallest of things. It's a choice. We're making that choice. Feeling alone is painful, and it is a choice. Too many people tell themselves that they can't trust a man, they can't trust a woman, they can't trust their brother or their sister. Yeah, sometimes that's true. Sometimes we have family members we just can't trust. Right? But sometimes we can be lying to ourselves. Sometimes there could be some internal conflict between you or me and a brother or sister or a mom, a dad, where if we just were able to communicate without yelling and screaming and gave each other mutual respect and actually practiced the art of listening and worked with each other, we might be able to find some common ground. And if you can't find common ground, well, you did your part. And you can choose your own family. You don't have to have a negative brother that wants to beat you up all the time. You don't have to have a dad that kicks you down. I mean, you don't have to. You make a conscious decision to allow that to seep inside of you and eat at you. When you can find friends, there are friends everywhere. They're good friends. They're good people to be around. You don't have to associate with negative, which is my favorite word that I can't use, but don't have to be around those people. You can make your own family, and you have to be very self-aware. You can explore groups. Like there's a lot of people that go, man, I'm just so alone, I don't even know where to start. Where do I go? I mean, there are book clubs, or chess clubs, or meditation clubs, or they're groups like this that we gather. I mean, yesterday we had just one of the most fantastic meditation groups out here yesterday. It was amazing. And you don't have to be alone. You can find, if whatever particular religion is your thing, go find those. There are people out there that want other good people around them because we're social creatures. We want it. We need it. We feed off of it. And we feed off negativity too, so it's a choice. Think about this for a second. You are the opposite of what you do not do. So if you are negative, that means you're not positive. If you're an ass, it means you're not being friendly to somebody else, right? You are the opposite of what you do, how you feel. If you're not connected, you are disconnected. So if you have to look at yourself. We all have to look at ourselves and go, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling so positive? I want to keep doing these positive things. Like Randall. All of a sudden, Randall's life is just going in a massive positive direction. So you just self-reinforce that positivity. You just keep doing it and doing it. And all of a sudden, all these doors start opening. All these new friendships start popping up. And all of a sudden, you become closer and closer with other people. And things just start working out. It's amazing. Or you could stay really disconnected and choose not to go belong and be a part and give yourself to others so you can increase and enhance your life. And then what do you do then? In your own life, when you just said it was so hard, before you look back on that negativity, well, you were just slamming doors. You're just shutting everything off. It makes it really hard. It makes it hard. Take your shoes off. Speaking of which, I don't even know why I have my shoes on. It's so stupid. Lay in the grass. Find some place peaceful to walk. Go find people. Find some place to calm your mind, whatever it is. Aaron, find some place to calm your mind. Learn how to breathe. How about pain and fear and anxiety that rules everybody's life? A lot of times we manifest these things onto our bodies. Like we get backaches, or a lot of people get sick, or they get diseased. It's dis-ease. They're not at ease. We manifest headaches. We manifest getting fat. We manifest hurting ourselves by our minds. And they're powerful. So just keep that in mind, how strong that is. I like to look at this. This is so cool to me because we all have these little imaginary circles that we stand in. This is my comfort zone, and I don't want to go out there. Like, I'm comfortable right here. I'm comfortable in my pain or my happiness. Whatever it is, I don't want to step out a little because it's too much. But you can't achieve anything. You can't achieve any deeper friendships. You can't achieve any more love. You can't achieve anything without taking that one step. Like, you just have to do it. Like y'all did. Y'all just took a step. Y'all lived outside of y'all's comfort zone and moved from Chicago. That's a huge thing. Like, that is huge. That's what living way outside of your comfort zone. Good job. So everything is a choice. And we have to learn and practice being outside of our comfort zone. And we can become our own spiritual guide. We can become our own master, our own guru. It's nice to have a preacher or pastor or mentor, somebody to help, a big brother of some type. Like, those are all real helpful things. But it's ultimately inside of ourselves. We are the masters. Each one of you guys, new guys today, like, you're the master of your own ship. You control what you think, how you feel, what your desires are. Like, you do. Nobody else. Not a guru, not some preacher, not some jackass. I mean, it's you. This is amazing to me because I think all of us know it and we see it all the time. We think whatever we're thinking and feeling, it's the same thing that you're thinking and feeling. Like, however I'm there, you're magically, Dean is supposed to read my mind. I get upset with Dean. I've never been upset with Dean, but if I was to get upset with Dean, I could see 6, 7, 8 years ago, me pushing my thoughts and emotions on to him. We do this with a girlfriend or boyfriend all the time. Because of my past relationships, I'm assuming that they're going to act the exact same way. They're going to be the exact same person. I'm automatically setting myself up for failure because, my last girlfriend cheated on me, so I know she is too. That's just the way it's going to be. So I can't trust anybody. I don't want to trust anybody. I don't want to feel any more pain. Just not doing it. But is that the truth? I mean, you don't know. You're not giving it a chance. You're sabotaging it before it even starts. But we also have to set reasonable boundaries. I mean, we just don't want to be willy-nilly with our emotions. You know, Andrew, I just love you. Just do and take whatever you want anytime. I mean, I feel that way already, but it's a mutual relationship where we know pretty much really good what our boundaries are. And we communicate. But a lot of people don't do that. We have our inner guard dog out, like Ricky does a lot. We have to be weary of people. I think that's good and bad. It's mostly bad. But how do other people know what our expectations are? You know, if you have a girlfriend and you don't ever even tell her what your expectations. Like, this is how I imagine a good relationship to be, and this is what it looks like, and that's what I expect, and these are my boundaries. If you don't ever have that conversation, you know, then what are you doing? And then they break across your boundaries. They didn't even know what the boundary was. I mean, that would be horrible, right? Welcome, guys. Y'all come in and have a seat. You can't allow your inner guard dog to run around and just destroy everything. Like, just destroy all your relationships. It's bad. It's really, really bad. I mean, we can live horribly by allowing others to breach our boundaries, because people are going to tear down our boundaries if we don't communicate with the people we love. Because they don't know what they are if you never told them. Like, they have no idea. We are projecting like that last slide because this is how I feel and think. I just assume they're going to think and feel the same way. But you never told them. Man, that's one of the main reasons why a lot of relationships, whether it's between your family member or your loved one, your romantic partner, that's what happens. Or you can just be happy. You can build your inner peace and your inner confidence and your inner strength that, okay, well, I set my boundaries and they still breached them, so they don't respect me. And that's not going to change anytime soon, so bye-bye. I love you, but I'm going to love you from over there. You stay over there. And until you're able to respect me and my boundaries, then I'll let you back in. And if you can't ever do that, I'll still love you, but I'm going to love you while you're, way over there. And if I happen to see you, fine. But I don't have to let you back in. I don't know if y'all know this or not. I've mentioned this a couple of times. I know Ricky and Andrew have heard this quite a few times. But we have to learn how to embrace all the aspects of our personality. We have a lot of them. We have a slice of failure. We have a slice of success, love, dislike, hate. We got all these little people inside of us. We got these huge anxiety things. We have positive thoughts, negative thoughts, just all this crap, huge desires to go drink, huge desires to be a hoe, whatever the stupid, they're not stupid, they're all slices of us, right? Most of us have this big anxiety one that just pops up and starts raising hell and taking over every emotion inside of us. And we don't know how to deal with it. We have to learn how to be still, Aaron, and talk to ourselves. Like, hey, thank you for showing up and making my mind go crazy. Thank you, because there's some type of survival mechanism. Either somebody's about to attack me emotionally, physically, something. It's making me aware. We need to learn how to thank that and say, hey, all of these other slices of me can learn how to fix this problem that you're getting so upset about. So let's sit with ourselves and all these slices of personality are in a round table and learn how to communicate. Learn how to solve our issues. Most people think, oh, that's a crazy idea. You think I got to, just think about it. You have different moods all the time. You get angry, you get pissed off, you get happy, you get sad, you want to cry, you want to hit something. Well, there's a bunch of different personalities. And if you don't know how to talk to the one that's running the show to keep that thing in check, well, it seems like a life running amok and maybe not so much worth living, is it? Because you're not in control. I like to think about atheists a lot, because I think it's fun, and it makes me strengthen my own argument in the infinite. Scientists want us to believe that there is no God, but they do want us to believe in one miracle. Really a few miracles, but one mainly. Something came from nothing. And the something that came from nothing created somehow this design of us and everything in it. And you believe in that one miracle, then everything else is just pure science. Well, I believe in miracles. I believe we're all a miracle. And we have the power and the tools that this universe gave us to control ourselves, to control the destiny of our life. And we don't need a master. We don't need a guru. We need ourselves. We need to sit with ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves. We need to appreciate ourselves and love ourselves. But if we can't give to ourselves, how are we supposed to give to anybody else? How are we supposed to strengthen our relationship with Jill if I can't give time for myself to actually know what my own boundaries are? You know, some people don't even know. They've never even asked themselves. They just get offended by whatever. I'm like, oh crap, that offends me. Well, maybe you should sit with yourself. Maybe ask yourself why. Why do you get offended? This is a short presentation today. I just wanted to give y'all something really deep and hard to think about before we go have some good fun. And if it resonates with you and all of y'all that watch, I love y'all and thank y'all for watching. And join us in person. You can always find us at the Mystics of Texas, themysticsOfTexas.com. And now we're going to cook some hamburgers and play some outside games. So peace out, brothers. We'll see y'all next time.